Hello, this is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Welcome again to our YouTube video channel. And as we are a real estate investment club, meaning we invite uh, free membership into our platform where all you have to do is put your email into our newsletter database inside our website. So uh, as a result, you will be able to receive weekly newsletters on real estate opportunities, real estate education, all free information. So what we do is we helped out-of-state investors for the past 15 years to buy in different real estate markets to buy investment properties, mainly single family homes. And so regardless of where you physically live in the US, you have the ability to go out of your comfort zone, to go out of your neck of the woods or uh, whatever you call it, and be able to be purchase remotely uh, investment properties whereby you don't have to quit your job. You just buy as many properties as you need, turnkey cash flow investment properties, mainly single family homes in the best markets in the country, because we have a turnkey approach where we help you with a one-stop shop, meaning whatever property you choose, whatever neighborhood, whatever market you choose, if we have a network of team available at those locations, they have the turnkey approach, the umbrella, whereby they will provide you with the properties to purchase as a real estate investor. They will provide you with the property management, and they will find the tenant for you. They will manage your properties long term. And we have in-house investment loan agents within our network. We have title companies and insurance companies and escrow companies, rehab team, contract team, whatever, all within part of a network where you can buy multiple properties and without quitting your job. And whether you own one rental properties or 50 rental properties, you do not need to quit your full-time job unless you want to. All right. So without further ado, today's presentation is we are going to compare Austin, Texas versus Raleigh, North Carolina. All right. So just have an open mind. So this is a time sensitive information, all right? Because real estate market at this moment, it changes every day. You have to be on top of things in order to take advantage of real estate investing opportunities. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to start off with Austin, Texas, right? So in 2008, 2009, a mere few years ago, Austin is doing fine, consistently growing, with the housing markets and what have you, because, really, Austin, Texas is the Silicon Valley of the South. We all know that. Now, with the pandemic and after the post-pandemic challenges, we all been hearing, right? Epic migration, people, moving into migrating from the, big urban areas throughout the country into the suburban metros with more better affordability, lower prices, more job growth. So high tech is the name of the word. So Austin, for the past 2 years, okay, let me shorten my presentation. I got so much to cover. I only have very limited time. So just bear with me. So uh, Raleigh, North Carolina is around 1 year and 1.5 year behind Austin, Texas in terms of real estate growth. Okay, I will explain what I mean by that. So uh, before the pandemic and even during the beginning of the pandemic, Austin prices, by the way, Apple have entered Austin. They are building a $1 billion campus outside, in Austin like 3 years ago, and they expect to have like 5,000 high tech, highly compensated employees can work there already, if not already, right? And then of course, Elon Musk and Tesla is building a truck factory outside Austin. Then, you know, that Oracle is moving the headquarters from the San Francisco Bay Area into that place. By the way, our company is physically located here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and I have lived in the Silicon Valley, the real true Silicon Valley, for the past 30 years. So I know real estate, we know real estate, we know Silicon Valley. So as a matter of fact, we can compare Austin, Silicon Valley of the South versus Raleigh, North Carolina, otherwise known as Research Triangle Park, which is, for the lack of a better term, is the Silicon Valley of the East. All right, so you're getting some real-time information from someone like myself and my organization that have been in this two market for the past 15 years. I say it again, we have put our real estate investors into the Austin market for the past 15 years and will continue to do so. And we have put our real estate investors into the Raleigh market for the past 15 years and will continue to do so for very, very obvious reasons. Right, so Austin right now is going from is the fastest growing metro in the country. That's very obvious. I'm not telling you anything new unless you've been hiding under a rock or something like that. But you know what's going on. So the Austin back in 2000, back in a year and a half ago, the median price inside Austin, right, downtown Austin, is like 400,000, right? A year later, today, the median price of a home in Austin is around $550,000. This is just mind-boggling. Oh, by the way, before I go any further, as a real estate investor, the 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 sweet spot, if you will, the cutoff point in terms of pricing. I got to let this out, right? Hear me out once again. As a real estate investor, in order for you to cash flow, you need to buy a single family home investment property in these two markets at around $300,000 or less, because at 25% down payment, hopefully, right, the ideal scenario, you're going to cash flow with several $100s. So your rent, your estimated monthly rent is around $2,000 to $2,200. That's the upper end of the rent. And so the price point for you as an investor, like I said, is 300 grand or $300,000 or below. Now, some of you are moving into these two areas in Austin and Raleigh. So so when you buy your owner occupied home, that's fine. You whatever budget you have, $1 million, $500,000, you buy whatever you want to buy as a primary home buyers. But I'm speaking generally as a investor, as a real estate investor, right? Okay. Without further ado, so obviously, I mean, Austin is growing just by leaps and bounds, which is shocking. Well, maybe not shocking. I don't know. To me, it's not shocking because I know the market very, very well. So there's a lot of challenge involved. So there's a lot of $1 million home, $5 million homes, depending on specific neighborhoods. So we're not going to talk about that, right? I mean, for the reasons I just stated. But see, here's what's happening. 3 years ago and 3.5 years ago, and even beyond, right? The Austin prices in the metro area is going very consistently. Now you're in the past 12 months you have seen like 150 offers per house. People bidding 30 to 40% over asking, right? I mean, I'm not gonna go over that, right? So at the end of the day, what you have seen in the past 12 to 14 months, the buyers is Austin is becoming very unaffordable. So the spreading of the market is going, further away from downtown Austin, right? Austin, the Austin proper is getting so expensive. Investors just can't do. You cannot make the numbers work. So All the so you have to buy in the suburbs. The suburbs are also spreading like wildfire, but the suburbs are cheaper. So see, you have to follow the path of growth. So the area in in the Austin metro that are growing very, very fast is, like Round Rock and Georgetown. The prices a couple of years ago, a single family home, like 2,000 square foot, like around $200,000. Now like $400,000, 450. So let me share with you quickly the areas, the suburban cities that are growing, is spreading out, is growing very fast. Round Rock, Georgetown, Pflugerville, and then we have Cedar Park has been growing very, very fast lately. Leander, right? And then so these are the high-tech areas. Apple campus and all the high-tech area is located, up here north of Austin. And then toward the west of Austin metro is also growing very, very fast, toward Bee Cave. I mean, really spreading out, right? And then, as you know, Round Rock, Georgetown, and the northern Highway 35, Georgetown, very, very popular, very, very going like some of the neighborhoods in Austin metro have grown 50, the real estate has appreciated 50%, which is shocking, right? I mean, because of shortage of homes, record low interest rate, tremendous demand, the whole deal. And then we are going up north, like 1 hour north of Austin, like Jarrow is a good place, still somewhat affordable at $250,000 for single family home, minimum purchase price. So then if you go higher up, an hour, 15 minutes north of Austin, then you have Temple, Texas, and Belton, which is, investors or our investors buying there because the price homes there are around, 250,000, rents for like 1,800. So you can cash flow with 25% down. And then the Austin also spreading into the east, right? To the east, 10 miles from downtown Austin, maybe 15 miles of downtown Austin is Manor, right? And of course, the Tesla's Gigafactory is very close by. So that area is going to already boom quite dramatically. The minimal price of homes in Manor and the surrounding areas like 250, 300K. So investors like us, it's too late, right? Have you invested like many of my investors did 2 or 3 years ago in the Austin area? Your property have have grown 50, even 100% appreciation growth in the past 3 years in Austin. So if you missed the boat, you missed the boat in Austin. Not right now, it's kind of too late. So the wildfire is spreading into the suburbs, then down Highway 35 below here, fast growing little cities like Kyle and San Marcos. And then, now the path of growth, San Marcos is at least 300,000 now, right? Even Lockhart, the little farm town a few years ago, even the prices there are around 200K, 220K. So still some opportunity to buy as an investor in cash flow at 25% down. And then like an hour below Austin, then you have New Braunfels, right? New Braunfels is one of the fastest growing city in the country the last few years. And prices there are at least 250, 300 grand, and very little inventory, as we all know, all over the US, not just Austin, but there are like 1.5 weeks supply of inventory available throughout Austin Metro, which is mind-boggling, right? Almost no inventory for anybody. Builders are pausing temporarily to build because of skyrocketing lumber prices. So, and the resale homes, the sellers are not selling because if they were to sell, there's no place for them to buy because there's no inventory, right? So, it's shocking, right? So this huge gap, huge disparity between supply and demand will continue for several years more throughout the country, and especially in Austin Metro. So as a wise investor that you are, so what you should do, you should even go below New Braunfels to buy into where? Into San Antonio. right? And we are promoting San Antonio. San Antonio is way cheaper. It's only an hour and 15 minutes below Austin. San Antonio is the path of growth. You know, Austin Metro has become so unaffordable that home buyers, owner-occupied buyers, and investors are coming down to San Antonio, and we're promoting San Antonio. New construction in San Antonio that we're promoting is only like 200 grand to 230,000, right? And it rents for like 1,600, 1,650 at 25% down payment. As an investor, you're getting like $350 monthly net cash flow. Those are the numbers is what you look for. So San Antonio is that's the path of growth in the Central Texas area. All right, so that's what's going on. So San Antonio is going to grow tremendously as a result of the migration of people finding more affordability. Think about it, right? Austin Metro, which is like 1.5 million people, right? There's only what 1 week supply of homes, and 6 months is a normal market. This is crazy. San Antonio, for the next 6 to 9 months, is the place to be in Central Texas, especially for investors, right? You're getting a very low price in comparison to Austin. So that's okay. That's pretty obvious. All right. So I think I'm done with the Central Texas. So let me segue to why I feel that this market is about to boom just like Austin did 12 to 18 months ago. So your willingness and ability to pull the trigger right now, the window of opportunity for good cash flow for investors, or not only right now, but in the next 4 to 6 months, even before the years will be over. So if you do not pull the trigger in the next 4 to 6 months in the Raleigh, North Carolina metro, you're gonna be, punching yourself out for not doing this now, later on, right? So the Research Triangle Park, aka Raleigh, North Carolina, wow, is really going to boom. I mean, this is an epic center because if you do not know, Research Triangle Park for years has been a high-tech mecca. Many high-tech companies are already there consistently, right? And now, last week, Apple is going to create a $1 billion campus in the Research Triangle Park. You see the trend, what's going on? Raleigh is going through exactly what Austin has gone through 18 months ago. So follow the money, follow the trend, follow the breaking news, right? So what you're gonna see in the Raleigh market is people gonna migrate, not only high-tech workers, but regular people. There's so many jobs and so many population growth in the Raleigh area right now. We will see a epic growth, will be monumental this year. So as an investor, you need to pull your trigger right now. So the Raleigh, even before the Apple announcement, is already at a very, very challenging point. So, okay, let's go over, I don't want to spend too much time. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. Look, all you gotta do is click on my YouTube channel, like my channel, and subscribe to it so you can receive more great investment news from my YouTube channel. Not only Austin and San Antonio, we also promote Florida, very hot. I mean, Florida, Central Florida, Southwest Florida, cash flow investor properties, right? And what we do it because we have such a network because we've been in this market for so many years. We have our partners, network partners on the ground that have a relationship with the builders. We can access their new builds. We have off market housing opportunities. You should not be playing the multiple game, the bidding war. Our investors would not play the challenging bidding war out there, right? You will be able to find, we will we have inventory available for you in a silver platter because we have builders working with us that will allocate a percentage of their houses for our investors only. And then we don't have to play the multiple offer game, 50 offers per house, 100 offers per house. We have off-limit resale homes in good areas for our investors. Isn't that cool? Anyway, let's continue. So in case you do not know, the Research Triangle Park is located around like 15 miles west of downtown Raleigh, which is right in the area of Cary and Morrisville. Okay, so Cary's Morrisville, or just like downtown Austin, right? I mean, it's very expensive. We have single-family homes, albeit very limited inventory. Even right now, there are like 2 weeks supply of inventory in this Raleigh metro. Do you understand the ramification of what I just said? Right? So very, very difficult. So when you work with our company, you have to pull the trigger, get yourself loan approval, get your financial ducks in order, because when the houses come available for you, you need to do it quickly. All right. All right. So with that in mind, so again, investors, I mean, look, I already told you, right? $300,000 single family home is the upper limit, right? Because of the numbers game, right? You gotta have rent to support your monthly obligations. But I'm gonna say this anyway, right? Research Triangle Park is located right here, which is so if you if you're gonna move to Raleigh, if you're a high-tech worker, whatever, even not necessarily a high-tech worker, so you want the best location. The best location is right in the 10-mile radius of the Research Triangle Park, which is Morrisville, as you can see right here, in Cary, right? We have $500,000 homes, $1 million homes in this area. Look, I don't have a crystal ball, okay? But I'm not here to scare you. But because of the this market in the next 12 months, the $1 million homes in this area, Cary and Morrisville, will probably become 1.4 million. But you're going to see multiple offers very, very soon, if not already. Okay, once the main mass media gonna hear about the Apple new campus in the Research Triangle Park, with people gonna flock into this metro like you've never seen before. All right, I'm just giving you some advance warning. Okay, the value of what we provide, we always get into the market before everybody else. That it is my philosophy. For many, many years, we have entered many different markets over the years, and right now the hot spot is right here, Raleigh, North Carolina, the Austin Metro, San Antonio, Central Florida, and Southwest Florida. We'll talk more about the other markets later in some other videos, but okay, let's continue. All right, so I can talk all day, but I can't because I have no time. We have many investors within our network that we're helping. Okay, we're very, very busy to take care of extremely motivated investors that understand what's going on, and they are willing to pull the trigger. All right. So, all right. So beyond that, so let me tell you one thing. Right now, the inner circle, like I call it Silicon Circle. Okay, Silicon Circle right here, 10 to 15 mile radius of Research Triangle Park in Cary and Morrisville is the fastest rising appreciation potential. But then as an investor, you should buy in the outer realm. You should buy within this circle, right? This circle like 20 to 30 miles away into the suburbs, right? There are many suburbs that are growing extremely fast, right? And they are, let me go over some of the names. Look, for example, Apex, right? Again, the property you should buy within the 20-minute radius of a Research Triangle Park. As an investor, you should focus on $300,000 to $400,000 properties. That rents for like $1,750 monthly to $1,900. If you put 25% down payment as an investor with around 3.5% interest rate, which is still a historical record low interest rate on your mortgage, you will break even. maybe have a slight negative cash flow, like a couple $100 a month, right? Don't worry about this small cash flow you're buying for. This is an equity play. I mean, I don't have not said this before in the past, but now it's a whole different ball game. You're buying for equity appreciation potential, not necessarily cash flow. Do you understand the words that come out of my mouth? What movie is that? Okay. Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, I think, and whatever. Okay. I know I'm talking fast because there's so much to cover, so little time. I have so little time, but I love it. Okay. Follow my words. Listen to my words. Watch the words that come out of my mouth, Chris Tucker. No, I'm Jackie Chan. No, just kidding. All right. So all the suburban areas are really, fast growing. So as an investor, you should buy in the outer edge. Okay. Like I say, Apex and Holly Springs, right? Down here, all around this ring of circle in Wake Forest, right? Also growing very fast. And Durham, right? And also like Chapel Hill, right? Chapel Hill right here, Durham, all these surrounding areas for the next few years going to grow. Double-digit appreciation. What more do you want, right? But and also to the east, look, too many to name, all right? So, my team, once you hook up with us, hopefully, right, will help you going to buy the properties. But the listings will come in about 24 to 48 hours. Those listings that we see, they're going to be gone. So you have to pull the trigger once we identify the property for you. You cannot waste time. You cannot, I cannot sleep over it. Forget it. Don't sleep over it. Don't sleep at all for the next 24 hours. Analyze the deal during the midnight oil and pull the trigger immediately. Otherwise, if you don't, there are 10 other people, 10 other investors and primary home buyers are going to take your place. That's how it is, right? That's how the game is played. Are you willing to play the game so you can achieve your massive, I call this, what I'm calling this? A real estate lottery. You don't have to play the lottery, the traditional lottery to win. You play the real estate lottery, follow, our, methodology, the people that bought in Austin a few years ago through our network, they won the real estate lottery. You could win the real estate lottery if you get in early in this market, right? Because it'll go crazy and insane for the remainder of this year and beyond, right? So, and then, okay, let me share with you the parallel between Austin and Raleigh. Then a year from now, a year and a half from now, I don't know, the path of growth in the Raleigh metro, guess what? It's continue going to spread out into the suburbs, just like Austin metro. I just share with you. And then you know what? This is going to be very, very interesting. And then Charlotte, North Carolina, which is like 2 hours to the west, as you can see. Charlotte, in relationship to Raleigh, is sort of like Charlotte is the San Antonio of Austin, right? You hear me out? So follow this market. Not only you buy right now at, when the price is low, because the housing prices, mark my words, is going to explode in this market for the remaining in the next few months, all right, and beyond. So even there's nothing wrong to buy in Charlotte either. There's also record low inventory in Charlotte as we speak, even now. But the path of growth, the suburban path of growth for real estate investors, for owner-occupied buyers, for people moving into the market, is going to move from Raleigh to North Carolina, this entire 100-mile radius of North Carolina. Okay, similar to Central Texas. All right, now you see the parallel. Now Raleigh, North Carolina, the research article part is the Austin 2.0. Right? I think I'm done talking. And you are done listening also. So, so really, what's the next step? What is the next obvious step? Okay, for you to to get connected to our network, becoming our free member, put your email into our database, yeerealestaternetwork.com. Just click on our website, put your email in there, and you will receive very important, urgent, time-sensitive information. So you can strike, buy early, right? Buy real estate and wait instead of to wait to buy real estate. So that's pretty much it. I have taken longer than usual. I will put out more videos out there, really on every week, maybe several times a week, on many aspects of turnkey real estate investing. Okay, so that's all I have to say. I would love to talk all day, but I can't. All right, so thank you so much for listening. Good luck. I will see you on the other side. This is SeeWing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Have a nice day. Goodbye.